Hey there, it's Nathan. Welcome to video 2 on how to build your confidence. So in the last video, I talked to you about how to begin this process by finding one consistent habit, one discipline, and sticking with it. And I recommended that it was some kind of physical activity, working out, doing push-ups, going for a run, whatever. Now, I hope you did that, and I hope you followed through with it. And right now, if you did, you might be a little sore, you might be a little tired, but that's okay. Give it time, stick with it, and keep going. Now, here's the next step. Once I began to do that, and it began to really bring a shift in my mindset, it kind of began to even change my identity a little bit. I began to look at myself differently. I began to feel more confident, more sure of myself. The next thing was I had to begin to clean up my life. Here's what that looks like. I began to clean up, one, my environment. I remember coming into my home, and my wife and I, we were both working through this together, and I was like, we're trying hard, we're working out, we're doing these things, we're trying to build our confidence. And we started realizing that, there were some things in our life that we could just clean up. And so we committed to being an excellent person. We began to try to keep our cars clean, keep our cars washed, begin to clean up our house, and not just like the regular, like make your bed stuff, although that's very important. We began to clean under the bed, clean out the closets, clean out the junk drawers. Like there was just all these little things that we was like, you know what, we're going to just take our life to the next level. We want to be a confident person. We want to be an excellent person. We want to be a successful person. Let's act like it. All right, let's be that person now. Once that began to happen, I began to shift, and I was like, you know what? I've got to clean up myself. So I began to try to dress a little better. Now, I'm not talking about I went out and spent a bunch of money on clothes. I didn't have no money. But I just tried to, look a little better. Keep my hair looking a little nicer. Keep my beard looking a little nicer. Right? I began to try to be a more excellent person. That shifted even deeper, and I began to look at just other things in my life. My phone, the apps on my phone, my emails. I began to, that really, big old stack of mail that you get every day, and half of it's junk mail and the other half is bills you don't want to deal with. I began to go through all that. I began to get organized in my life. We did the same thing in our finances. We began to clean up our finances and our budget. Like there was just all these little things, little areas in our life that we began to clean up. I mean, I'm telling you, when you walk outside and you get in a truck that's clean and you drive to work and you look nice and you took a good shower and you feel good about yourself, you come home and the house is clean, the budget's getting cleaned up, all these things, it's just little micro things, but it makes a physical, spiritual, emotional, and mental difference. Like it just brings about a shift. Begin to clean up. Now, here's the thing. I know it may not seem like a lot. I know you're maybe thinking, I don't know if that really makes sense, but I'm telling you, it does. So, one habit, one consistent discipline. Follow that by cleaning up your environment, your life. Just take a look, just walk through your life, right? Just go through every little corridor of your mind, right? And just begin to find little areas that you can improve on, that you can clean up on, that you can make different, right? That you can bring up a level. All right? Excellence. Excellence is the thing that you're striving for in your life. All right? Do this, and we'll talk about the next step in video 3. All right? See you there.